We're back with another YouTube video. Hey, we are here. Thank you guys for all the subscribers. I really appreciate you. Remember to keep subscribing if you want to. This video today is going to be about coming out to everyone in your family, friends, your workplace, you know. And I'm going to give, like, my story behind it, too, you know. So I'm going to tell you how I did it and everything I did. Because I made some videos about, like, how my parents didn't support me or how I came out to them and all that. So how I came out to my dad, like, my family. I don't really call them my family because he doesn't support me, so, like, he's not going to be in my life ever again. But this is the way I came out to him. Well, so it was just like a day. I remember it was after school, and I was literally, oh my goodness. Like, I was just crying to death. Like, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be like, you know, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do it. I got a letter. I made a letter already. I typed it up at school and stuff. I have a letter, like, I have a whole page thingy, like, a couple pages, wrapped it up, put it in a letter envelope. You know, I'm like, okay, you God, help me out. We got this, you know? So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's do this, you know? My stepmother was, like, she's the evil stepmother. So, she was on a business trip or whatever the fuck she was at. And so it was just my father, you know, and he's like he's nicer alone. Like, when they're together, they're both rude as hell, but then when she leaves and he's by himself, he's kind of back to being a dad, you know. He's back to like, oh, I love you kids, you know, after she leaves. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna love me, maybe he's gonna support me, maybe he's gonna be there, you know. He's a dad. That's what dads are supposed to do. They're supposed to be there for you, mostly on your toughest fucking time. And right now, I'm like in the worst place ever. I just need some support, you know. All I need is some support. And so, you know, I was like, okay, you know what? Why wouldn't he support me? You know, why wouldn't he? You know, I'm trying to, like, you know, think positive. Like, okay, he's gonna support me. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna go hang out with a friend. I think that's what I was doing. Because I remember I wanted to leave. I don't know if I was gonna go hang out with a friend or if I was just gonna go to the back park, because we didn't get that much freedom. I didn't anyways. Everyone else pretty much did except for me. And, so, like, we went to the back park. That's what we did for fun. It was a park behind our house. And we always called it the back park, and we loved it. But now, you would not see me fucking playing at a park. I hate parks now. It's probably because all I did as a child, like, in my childhood when, was play at a park, you know. And it was the elementary school park, so, you know, I had to go there for school, like, when I was in that age. And then I had to go there to play. And then, you know, that's just where I grew up at that park, and I had to stay there, and it was kind of boring, you know. And if I asked to go to the middle school park, they're like, no, you can't do that, you know. It's like, the middle school park's only, like, a couple more blocks away. Come on, you know what? If I run there, I can get there in 2 minutes, okay? So, you know what? I'm like, okay, he's gonna come in. Or, no, I didn't want him to come in. He's gonna sit out on his chair like he usually does, watching his games or whatever. He doesn't work today, so it's perfect. I can just throw it at him and run. That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna throw it at him and just start running out the door. You know? So I, like, text him if I can hang out with someone or something like that. Remember, this was like 4 years ago, so it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember it. I feel like it was closer than 2 to 3 fucking years ago, but if you think about it, I was a freshman. I think I did it freshman year. I don't really remember. I think maybe it was sophomore year. I don't know. But next thing you know, I hear a door open, and it's my door, and I see him. Oh my God, I want to start crying. I see him through the door, you know. He's right there, and he just comes. I'm like, and I was like, I always look at myself in the mirror and, you know, be like, okay, you got this, Clay. Like, I always talk to myself because I have no one else that supports me, you know. Like, I've never felt supportment before. I've never felt loved before. Like, you know what? I've never felt like family before. Like, I mean, I guess some people have to go through that shit, and it hurts. Like, I wish I could, like, feel family, and I wish my dad could support me. And I don't know, I just wish my life could be perfect, but, you know, it's literally the complete opposite of perfect. So, you know, I'm just sitting there looking at myself like, okay, you got this. Stop crying. You know, you're a man. You know, man don't cry. You're gonna be good. Wipe those tears off. Look over. He's right there. I'm like, oh. And I start crying. And then he sees this. I'm starting crying now, so it's okay. He sees this letter in my hand. He's like, what's that letter? What is it? I'm like, nothing. What letter? Nothing. And then he's like, is it your, because I'm an F student. I'm a D to F student, so, like, every time my grades come, you know, I get grounded, but, like, grounded, bitch, I never did shit at that house anyways. They never let me go outside the door. They, like, oh my goodness. Like, and then so he's like, what are those? Is it your grades? I'm like, really, that's what you think it is? Like, no, it's not my grades. And then he's like, let me see it. And then he just grabbed it from me and then started reading it. And it was awkward because I didn't want to be in the same room. He was right hovering over me just reading it while I'm over there just like crying. I'm like, okay. And this is the one thing I hate about myself because it was my fucking fault. I believe that he would support. I shouldn't have fucking believed that. Like, I was like, oh, because he kind of acted that after he read it and blah, 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 and it's like, love Clayton or something, you know, like, dear Clayton or love, sincerely or dear or love or whatever the fuck it said at the bottom, you know? It says something Clayton. And he's like, Clayton, is that what you want to be called? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, that's not your name, so I'm not going to be calling you that. I'm like, okay, sorry, you know? And then he's like, yeah, you're not going to be called that name, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, like, he would call me, like, CJ, because my initials, my name, like, my dead name compared to my name now, they're both CJ. So I get called CJ from some of my family, you know, and, like, I'm not in contact with any of that. I'm not in contact with any of my family mostly, but, like, some of my family do still, like, when they see me at wherever I work or whatever, they might be like, hi, CJ. I don't know if I like it. Like, I think it's a cool name. Like, I want to name my kid that or my dog that or something like a CJ. That's cool, you know? But I don't want my name to be CJ. Like, I don't mind people calling me CJ, you know, because that's my initials, Clayton J. But I don't want my name to be CJ. I just want, like my nickname. You know how you have a nickname, like, your name can be something? Like, I don't know. But they sometimes just, you know, friends will just be like, yo, what up? Like, my name's Clayton, but they call me Clay, you know? Alright, so, I forgot where I left off. I talk a lot. I know I do. Well, then he's like, you know, I'm not going to call you that, you whatever. But he's like, you know what? You really think I'm not going to... He, like, said... I forgot what he said. Because remember, it was, like, 2 to 3 years ago. He's like, you really thought I wasn't going to... Or something like that. He said something about that. He's like, no, come here, hug me. And then, like, I hugged him, and he's like, I love you, you know, you're my kid, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to love you whether you're blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm always going to love you. You know, that's what he said, you know. So I was like, okay, he might come around, you know. And he's like, you know what, we should change your name to blank blank. His name. He wanted me to be, like, his name Junior, you know, as a joke. He said that, so I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna, like, take this seriously, you know, like, because he was joking, and he was just, like, you know, he was just joking about it, and he, like, said, oh, you can be my name Junior, you know, and I was like, no. Like, I like the name Clayton, but I did tell him, like, I will, like, if you don't like the name Clayton, we're not, like, fully there yet, I still go by that name, you know, like, at school, my friends still call me that name, but, like, I'm able to switch, like, now, think about it, if I want to switch my name, it's too late, even though I haven't got my name legally changed. Everyone knows me as Clayton. Every job I've done, every friend I've had, anything knows me as Clayton, you know, that right now, I'd be, like, I feel like everyone wouldn't even believe that I'm, like, trans if I change my name. Like, I hate those people that, like, do that. Like, I've been, like, the first name I ever wanted to be called was Clayton, the last name, Clayton. Like, it's always just been Clayton. And that it's weird because, like, every other trans person I've ever seen, like, on YouTube and all that, they've said that they went through different names. Me, it was just, okay, I'm trans, Clayton. And I was like, oh, shit, that's my name. Like, it was literally that quick. Like, that's how quick I knew. But then, you know, he just kept joking about it and all that. And I was like, okay, you know, maybe he's, like, just making jokes out of it. You know how people make jokes out of it and stuff? Like you know, he's going to support. And... then he's like, you know what, you want to come with me to, I think I was going to the back park, not hang out with friends, because he's like, you want to come with me to your cousin's basketball game or something, you know? I was like, sure, why not? You know, and he was just being all nice about it and all that, blah, blah, blah. And the next day, dun, 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 the evil stepmother came back. So it's probably stupid for me to do it the day that she comes back. Or was it? No, I think it was that day she came back. Like, literally, like, 3 hours later she came back or something. And then, you know, I'm chilling, okay, maybe he will support me. I'm just thinking that all night, like, barely can sleep. I'm like, okay, let's see what he says the next day. Maybe he'll call me a different name. Maybe he'll just not call me a name and just call me he. But he's never, no. The next day, blank. He says my dad's name. I'm like, name. That's the same bad word. Bitch. Dude, really, we went through all that tough time for nothing. Like, you just don't support me. Like, you have to be that worse of a fucking dad not to support your kid. Like, all you guys out there, if your fucking kid's trans, fucking support them. Like, goddamn, they're in the roughest times ever. They want to fucking kill themselves. They hate their fucking life. All you can fucking do is just say you support. Even if you don't support. Oh, my goodness, it's your fucking kid. I don't know. I feel like I'd be a total different person if I had my dad next to my side, because like we used to be so close. Like I used to always go shopping with him, Walmart, or we used to go like shopping. Like I used to like, you know, like no, okay, let me restart all over for a second. Let me go. When I came out to him, when he read the note, he's like, by the way, I knew you were trans, or I knew something was different. I'm like, okay, yeah, then why the fuck are you leading me on like this, calling me a girl, calling me the wrong name? Like, no, yeah, because I think I made a video about it before. One time I asked if I could wear a tuxedo to my chorus concert, and he's like, what the fuck, are you fucking transgender? Ew. And I was like, he didn't say ew, but he's like, transgender? No. And I was like, the way he did it, he was like, our kid cannot, you know. I was like, no, not me, no, I just want to wear, you know, I just want to be different, I just want to wear a tux, my bad, I don't know. And like after that, I knew he wouldn't support. And the funny part is when I came out, like I never came out like gay or straight, or I just came out not straight, because I'm like right now still like, what gender will I date? I date either or. Like I don't know if I'd ever date a non-binary, because I feel like I'd be the worst person to date one. Like I say genders. Like I don't know. I feel like I cannot just be like, yeah, they. That's not my. Because I like to be like, oh, that's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. Instead, I'll be like, that's my thing over there. Like I don't want to be rude, but what do I call you? That's my friend. That's my girl and boyfriend. I don't know what to call you. You know. So like I'll probably make a new video about like sexual orientation compared to, because people always ask me like, so you're trans, so you're dating a girl, right? Because obviously guys and girls date. And I'm like, well, I mean, like I can date a guy. Like just because I'm a guy does not mean I can't date a guy, you know. And that doesn't change my gender. That just means I'm a gay trans man, you know. And what am I? I'm just a guy that dates whoever I date. You know, I don't date you because you have whatever kind of genitals. I date you because you're nice, you're amazing. Like I fall in love with your personality, and then I'm like, okay, and you have to look kind of good, you know. All right, so I always get off topic, I know, but like these are just like rant videos about like anything trans, but like the title will be about coming out. So you know, then the next day, and I felt like he did it because the evil stepmother was home, because he always acts way different in front of the evil stepmother, and it's so annoying because I'm your kid, and I don't know how someone could just leave your kid like that, because even if I didn't support, I would not leave my kid. Like, I don't know, mostly in their toughest time. At least don't support me, just be there for me on my toughest times. I've always had a hold in everything. When I've been to therapy. It wasn't even a gender therapist. It was a stupid real therapist that don't even deal with gender, and they put me there like, oh, you can just go there. Bitch, I'm here for gender therapy, and you put me in a place where like they don't even know anything about it. Like the girl and then my father was like, no, this is the right place. And I was like, and then when I went into her, she's like, no, I'm just a regular person to help you out with your feelings. I can't do anything about your gender. I was like, but I still talked to her. Right when we were kind of getting somewhere, where she's like, okay, I can't help you out with this, but I can subscribe you another doctor and they can actually do things about it. And right when we got to there, I never went back. Like right when I was about to maybe start testosterone and live a happy life as Clayton, he's like, wait, I can't do that. That's too nice. Like I can't be a good dad, you know. I don't think any of his kids talk to him. Like, they might a little bit, but not really. I don't know. I just think you need to, when you come out, like, first of all, you don't need to come out. Like, if you don't want to come out, don't come out. You don't need to. And no, I'm not talking about, like, don't hide who you are. Like, if you're gay and you're scared to tell your parents, don't. Just bring your girlfriend home, your boyfriend home, and be like, yo, this is my girlfriend. This is my boyfriend. Yeah, and I'm proud to call her or him my boyfriend, my girlfriend. Or if you're trans, and put a text on if you're a trans man and be like, this is who I am. My name is, and tell them your name, you know? Just, like, reintroduce yourself to them. Or if you're a girl, put on a dress or whatever you want to, you know. Clothes does not define your gender, so put on a tux and be like, yo, I'm a girl. Like, whatever you want to do, you know? Like, I don't know. I think society, I feel like now it's better than, like, 'cause it's 2019 now. I feel like we're going to get somewhere. But hopefully, because this really sucks. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously now, since I'm living alone and I have a job and all that, everyone in my job all support it. It's so weird because like when I first came out to all of them, I was so scared, like, and they're like, yo, I mean, you're normal. I know a lot of trans people. Like, I forgot, like, I'm living in this little bubble, stuck in one house, trapped. I felt like I was fucking in prison for life. And right when I finally fucking escaped, I found a way out. I'm not happy, like obviously I still have, like, I'm still depressed. I still hate my life sometimes, but I don't feel like it's because I'm trans. Like, I feel like my trans part, I love. Like, I love being trans. There's obviously when I hate it, like when I live in a small town still. I just moved a town down, and everyone knows me. Like, you know, I'm like known here, and I'm just driving down a normal road, and they're like, tranny or trans or oh faggot or something. It's like, come on, don't be disrespectful. Like, I was literally just driving with my window down. I think it was in the summer. It was like fall, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago. And a big truck drove by and just yelled that. And it was full of high schoolers. But I don't go to this high school. I graduated. But, like, I didn't go to this high school I went to an alternative high school, which I'm graduated, bitches, and I passed my class. My hair looks really good today. Alright, thank you guys for listening. If I didn't do the topic that you wanted or whatever, remember to keep commenting it, because, keep commenting all the stuff, because I love making these videos, and I want to keep making them because it's awesome, and I love doing this. It's so much fun. This is literally my dream come true, making YouTube videos, and I know I'm only out 208 subscribers, but from yesterday to today, we gained 4 subscribers. We gained 4 subscribers from yesterday to today. So 4 extra people just followed me in less than, like, 6 hours, because I fell asleep, like, at, 3 a.m. in the morning. So thank you guys. I really appreciate all your guys' subscriptions. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm kind of tired. But I know my videos is getting pretty long lately. Just please try to watch all the way through. And if you do, please tell me in the comments, and please thumbs up this video, because we've been getting a lot of thumbs up lately. I really appreciate everything, and I'll see you next video. Thank you guys.